Lindsay Giese here with River Arts Inc. and we are back with another board member interview. Our board member here today is the wonderful Amelia Nachreiner. So hi, Amelia.
Hello, everyone. Hi, Lindsay.
Hi, Amelia. So we are starting these interviews with getting to know a little bit more about you and your background. So can you tell everybody a little more about you?
Yes, I will try to keep it concise. I was born and raised in Baraboo, and then, I don't know, I've had family in the area for a while now, and after high school, I moved up to Minneapolis and went to school at MCAD, where I studied a lot of different things, but I majored in illustration. I dabbled in like bookmaking and sculpture and all that good stuff. After that, I lived in the Twin Cities for about 4 years with my boyfriend, and I did mostly product design. Jumped around to a few different companies. The last company I was working at was American Crafts, doing like craft kits for Target for kids, so that was really fun. But my boyfriend got a job with Culver's Franchising last year as a marketing specialist, so we were super excited about that, and we decided to move back to the area. So we kind of lived with our parents for a while last summer and just like hung out in the Sauk area and really fell in love with it. And it's just really awesome to see it growing and developing right now. So it's a fun time to be living here. But so right now I'm living in Wanakee and I'm working at Spectrum Brands as a graphic designer. I'm mostly working on marketing collateral and packaging design for Black & Decker and Remington. So focusing on tea kettles and coffee makers and then men's shave items. So that's been really different and interesting for me.
Cool.
But yeah, in my free time, I do some freelance work for like a wallpaper company. And then just my personal work, I've been like working on making an alphabet book. And last summer I started an Etsy store. So that's been really fun to dabble in that.
Cool. How can people see those stores? Like, where can they find it?
So on Etsy, it's called Paper Cactus Crafts. It's just all my artwork and patterns that I've made. They're all for personal use right now, but I'm hoping to license them down the road. I also have some really cool like paper craft kits on there that are really fun for kids. So yeah.
Great. I'll be sure to put that little link here in the description.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
And you also have a puppy, right?
Yes, I have a 3-year-old, almost 4-year-old corgi. Her birthday is in May. Her name is Ava. She's like my little kid. So yeah, she's a big ball of energy. We like taking her on hikes on the weekends. So.
Yeah, she's cute. So you talked about, my next question was going to be how the arts have played a role in your life, but I mean, your background just kind of shows it's been a big part.
Yeah, I feel like from a really young age, I don't want to say, I feel like it did kind of come naturally to me, but mostly I just really enjoyed making art. And so I just kind of kept pursuing it, and it's really guided my path so far. Mostly I just really like making, I don't know, art is such a personal thing. I love like sharing something from the heart and like seeing people smile and laugh from something that I made. It's really nice.
Yeah. So you joined the board. You're one of our newer board members, and definitely the youngest board member.
Yep.
Maybe you shouldn't say that. I hope I'm not offending you.
No, that's okay.
But you joined last year, I think it was. What is your favorite thing that River Arts Inc. currently, in our regular programming, offers the community?
Yeah, I guess I didn't know. I was kind of aware of RAI and what they do, but the studio, I didn't know anything about that. So that's been a really fun like surprise for me. I've been helping make the marketing materials, and that's been really nice to like kind of give back. And also I've gained a lot out of being able to learn about how to market for that type of thing. And I've been working a lot with Kristina with the art club classes, which I think are probably my favorite thing. I
Yeah,
just
we're
really love.
missing that right now.
I know, yeah. I love teaching the kids, and I mean, again, it's just like it's really fun to watch them create, and it's like art is such a personal thing for everyone. And one thing that bums me out is the kids are kind of sometimes really self-conscious about what they're making, or they want to be perfect, but it's really fun for me to be there and kind of be a cheerleader for them and like see what they make after I kind of push them like, you can do it, try. And they
Well,
are always really excited. So
you mentioned this a little bit, but I should give a bigger plug. People will ask a lot who does our marketing and design work. So Kristina and I dabble and do a little bit of the stuff. And then I mentioned in a different board member interview that our season brochures are made through Polywalk Studio with Sue Clough. But all of our, what we call our sliders, or our main images for all our 100+ events, Amelia made those. And so it gives a nice, clean look. That was something new for us this last year in our last season. So it was the first time that we had that, where our Facebook events could have the same look and our website had the same image look, because with so many events,
yeah.
it can get busy and crazy really fast if there's not that cohesive look. So you put all the hours into designing those. So thank you so much for that.
Yeah, of course. It was a really fun experience, and it's really awesome to go on the website and see all of my work on there. And I think it looks awesome. It's really cohesive, and I'm looking forward to doing it again this year.
We're glad you are. What is there a piece of artwork or design work, something that's influenced your life, like that you were specific or remember that it made an impact?
Yeah, I have a recent one of it's kind of like a weird moment in my life. I had just left like kind of a toxic job, and I was really bummed out, and my boyfriend, we were planning on going to the Andy Warhol exhibit, and I had been talking about it for weeks, and then I was just like so bummed out that day, and he was like, let's just go, let's get out of the house. And it was literally like 2 days after I had left my job, and so we went, and I just was like not feeling it, but we got there, and it was just so amazing and like really inspiring to me, because it was just like, oh, you know, like look at this really successful artist, and it just like really inspired me, because I like screen printing a lot, and it really kind of informs my illustration work, so that was really fun to see. But it was just like the artwork was so, it was just like larger than life, and you got to get so close to it. And my favorite one was the Queen Elizabeth one, because it had like, it actually had diamond dust like in the ink, and so it was sparkly, and you could like look really close and just like watch the light kind of glitter on it. It was just really beautiful, and I don't know, just like a really nice, inspiring moment for me of like, yeah, I want to like go make art again and make like a better thing out of this bad situation. So
Awesome. I apologize that
that's okay.
we're live, folks. Well, I love that. I love Andy Warhol too. So
Yes, that was so amazing. I mean, I've seen his photography before, but I don't think I've gotten to see his screen prints up close like that. So it was,
and I think most people know him for the Campbell Soup artwork,
yeah.
which is cool, but not this other.
Yeah, I was so amazed. I had never seen any of that artwork, and it, I mean, arguably, I would say it was even cooler than his other stuff. So,
Yeah, cool. Love that. What's the first word that comes to mind now when you think of River Arts Inc.?
I mean, I think of the community. Like, I feel like it's just, especially you, Lindsay, like you do such a good job of kind of pulling everyone together and like getting people involved, and it's just awesome like how many different opportunities there are to help, and how you can kind of feel like whatever skills you have you can bring to the table and help out in like RAI, which it's just fun. Like it feels like everyone gets to have a little hand in it, and I love that there's such a like big art community and that I can be a part of it. So yeah.
Aww, thanks. I think so too. I love that about this community.
Yeah, it's
Great.
awesome. And there's so many talented people that I would never have met or even known about if I wasn't involved in it. So,
I love asking this question. Is there anything you've ever wanted to ask in a board meeting, but you were too embarrassed to ask because you felt like you should know the answer already?
this is such a hard question. um,
I always feel like it's the Robert rules. I'm like, wait, what do we need to make a motion and then what next? Or like,
oh yeah, the motion thing is always kind of weird.
how do we do this?
I think one thing that keeps coming up for me is like I love the gallery and it's so awesome that we have that. I always wonder, like what are our artists doing to promote themselves? Like are they promoting the fact that they have their artwork in the gallery? If so, like I'm curious to know what they're doing, or like if they're not, how can we be a resource to them to kind of educate them on how to. I know we do a lot of promotion, but I think as an artist it's good to learn how to promote yourself too. So I think that would be a really good resource that maybe we could provide to them if they're not doing that, especially for the non-tech savvy people, because I know with social media it can be really hard to know where to start.
Yeah, that's a great question. So artists, if you're out there, let us know. What are you doing and what can we help you with?
Yeah, we want to know.
Okay, last question. And I feel like you've already answered this, but why do you choose to support and donate and give your time to us?
I mean, obviously there's so many reasons, but I think it definitely comes back to like I love being a part of this art community and I get to meet new people within the art community. I love working with the art club and helping the kids. It's really fun to like watch them grow over time and encourage them to be little makers, and watch them experiment too. I also feel like it really a lot of times pushes me to do things that I wouldn't normally do otherwise, which is kind of a nice, like it helps me grow too. If you asked me a year ago whether I would be teaching like a group of kids, I would be like, no way, that sounds scary and intimidating, but now I've done it and I know I can. So that's really cool. And I really I love the art exhibits obviously, and being a part of like judging the cow chip art fair is really fun too. So there's just so many great opportunities. So yeah.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much. Is there anything that I haven't asked that you feel like I should or that you want to share?
Can I ask you a question?
Oh, okay.
What is your favorite part of your job?
Oh my gosh, that's so hard. Um,
I know
there
there's many.
are. I love this job. I feel so blessed that this is what I do
Yeah.
for a living, and I'm in such a beautiful space all of the time, surrounded by gorgeous art. I am positive that I can maintain a positive outlook right now because like even during these hard times because I am surrounded by gorgeous art, like I think it just makes you feel better.
Yeah.
And then I've got a view of the river in my office too. Like so just those things are great, but there are so many moments throughout the year where I'll just sit back, I'll be at an event, watching a house concert here or at the River Arts Center and just go like, wow, like this is my job. Like I'm watching some awesome live entertainment right now and like this is my job. So I have a lot of those moments. And then just having the ability to collaborate with the community or work on different projects or like just really be creative and dig into something really cool. There's so much that's really awesome. Having worked with the public art for the Great Sauk State Trail was very rewarding. And when I see that artwork and know like, this is going to be here forever. And so something that I was a part of is
Yeah.
forever.
I definitely think you can say you've left your mark for sure. And your passion really shows.
Yeah. Oh, well, good. Well,
And I think I speak for a lot of people when we say like, thank you for everything you do, because you do a lot.
well,
So,
thank you. And Kristina is an awesome, like we are
yes, you guys are a dream team.
yeah, she's been great. And she's now been with us for years and years too.
I know, that's crazy.
We're a good little team. So, uh,
Keep going. I'm so excited to see
and we
what.
are. We're continuing on with now even addition to the River Art Center. So on to the next chapter.
Yeah, it's very exciting times, even with everything else going on.
Yeah. So thank you for all that you do as a board member and to support River Arts. And thanks for chatting with me today so that everybody can get to know you and a little bit of the behind the scenes. It's not just me and Kristina here doing everything. We do have support in other ways, and we so appreciate it. So
Yeah.
thanks so much. We'll talk to you later.
All right. Bye.